Ladies, Nama to slay to you. Okay, we are here ready to pump that ish, go hard in the paint for 3 weeks to tone, to tighten, to strengthen our upper body and core, right? Pump and go, ladies. Let's pump that ish. We are in the onboarding week, right? And we know the purpose of onboarding week. The purpose is to get ready, right? To mentally and physically prepare to slay this ish, to understand the app, right? The process, the daily check-ins, understand the tabs and the dashboard and all of that. So on day one, we could just hit it hard. And some of you might say, hey, Dawn, I don't know what you're talking about because I'm ready to go hard in the paint right now, boo-boo kitty, okay? And listen, I am all for it, all right? Because, building an upper body or working on our upper body strength is important. It's crucial. And I mentioned it, I believe, in one of the other lectures, okay? In most cases, we work lower body more than the upper body. And yes, having a strong lower body is important. And plus, we want the cute booty and the legs and all that kind of stuff, okay? But we also want balance. We need to work upper body and give that as much attention as we do lower body for so many reasons. We carry a lot of weight on our shoulders. We do a lot with our upper body on a day-to-day basis. And here's the gotcha. I'm talking about a physical level and a mental level. Receive that message, okay? But we carry a lot of weight. So a strong, healthy, I'm not talking about the toning of the arms and the core and the cute back, okay? That will come with consistent behaviors and mindset. But I'm talking about the health aspect, right? How it can help our respiratory system and, help our posture and help to relieve stress or pain in our shoulders, right? So for the 3 weeks, we're going to focus on all of that will assist with some of that, not solve or cure, because we all know that Dawn is not a doctor, okay? But to help us with some of those things. And what I love about this Pump and Go boot camp, okay, the first thing that I love is that you're in it, all right, and that you trust me to help you with your health, wellness, and fitness goals. That's first and foremost, all right? But this go around, we're going for 3 weeks. I want to highlight that because normally the monthly boot camps are 14 days. Now the Diamonds and I, we keep going beyond the boot camp, okay? But this particular boot camp is 3 weeks, okay? I just felt that that was the best thing to do at this time. All right, because the first week will go by. You have to get used to the workouts to see how everything fit in with your schedule. I know that we put a schedule out there, but we actually want to execute and see how it works out, right? And so by the second week, we should be in it to win it. Hopefully we're in it to win it on day one, okay? But ish happens. But by the second week, oh yeah, we should be amping it up. And then the third week, we should blow each other's minds, right? Also, when we talk upper body and core strength, it takes more than 2 weeks to get into your rituals and your routines and your habits. So I said, you know what? Let's do 3 weeks this time, see how it goes, and then go from there. Okay? But either or 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week, 1 day, I know that you are going to kill it. All right. So on day one, we're in onboarding week, right? And on day one, I shared an intro with you. And, And, I went over different muscle groups, the arms, the chest, ish like that, right? So that we can get into that pump and go mindset. Day 2, we went over the schedule and equipment. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Day 3, we went over ratings, and I was excited about day 3, even though it's a throwback video, but it still applies to this program as well as others. So understanding the ratings is important, and based on your feedback and engagement, I think that you got where I am coming from. Okay, like for example, this lecture. Dawn, I understand. I hear you. Girl, boo-boo kitty, I got it, okay? But that's fine. But the real test is the execution. The ratings are centered on the execution, okay? Is this activity challenging? Is it midway? Is it easy, right? Even with the lecture, okay? It's one thing to understand the lecture, but it's another thing to have the ability to execute everything that I'm talking about in the lecture. You see the difference? And, I talked about all of this in the ratings video. You can always go back to view it, but I am excited that you understand it, right? And I want to add to that. With ratings, we can measure your progress, especially if you decide to stay with me beyond the boot camp. We can measure your progress and use that data to tailor future programs and workouts and fitness goals, right? So that we can amp it up if we need to, or use ratings to work on, if you will. Okay, so we can use that data for so many things so that we can glow up together. That's what it's all about. We went over the nutrition, all right, and I was excited to get your feedback about that. Again, if you decide to opt in, you want to let me know right away so that I can set up your account for either photos or logins, okay? And then I can also assign your nutrition goals, all right, if you opt into that, but not mandatory, okay? And then day 5, that's today. Ooh, I have 3 things for today. Easy stuff, though. The first thing, ladies, think about it. I invite you to tie an affirmation to this 3-week pump and go that starts with I am. If you need help with affirmations, I remind you that the first episode of the 2D Fit and Ish podcast, okay, I break down affirmations like a science. I invite you, my pump and go queen, to assign an affirmation, a specific affirmation that is tailored to this pump and go. You might have affirmations out there already, okay? Good. Glad that you do. And if you do, you can't use those. Come up with a special one for this pump and go boot camp, okay? And write it down. Write it down. We're going to revisit that on Monday, day 1, okay? The second thing, ladies, if you have not done so already, connect your device. If you have one, if you don't have one, you don't have to go out there and buy one, okay? But if you have one, connect your Fitbit or your Apple Watch. Because as you might notice, we track our steps together as a family, as a team, every day, right? When you open up your dashboard on Monday, you will see your daily, your step goal for that day. And the diamonds already know about this, okay? And then every night, or at least 5 nights out of the week, we post a picture of our steps in the group. And it's motivation. It's fun competition. It's inspirational, okay? And it just works great in so many things. That works well. It just works great in so many ways, all right? You know, there might be a day, and it could happen, okay, to keep it 100. You might just get 1,000 steps, okay? And that's okay. Post that anyway, right? Because our next fit sis who might be in the same boat, they might be ashamed to post their steps. But when they see you post your reel and see you keep that 100, it's motivation for them and perhaps you to understand that the next day it is a brighter day, okay? The sun always shines tomorrow, okay? You know, it lets us know that, hey, we are not perfect, but at least we're going to keep going, okay? You know, the fun step competitions, it keeps you active, it keeps you engaged, and it just makes the overall program fun. It adds to it, okay? So I invite you to connect your devices. What we do is we take a picture, a snapshot of our steps around 9 o'clock. Okay, 9 o'clock is the cutoff time because everyone's schedule is different, and it's not fair for someone to be in the bed at 8:45 or 9 p.m., but yet someone is up 10, 11 p.m. trying to get their steps in, okay? I mean, hey, we're all grown. Do what you know, whatever's good for you, but this is just fun competition, okay? Fun competition in which we motivate each other. And like the ratings that I talked about before, even with the steps, if you decide to stay with me for the long haul, that's another piece of data that we can track together as we grow together. All right. You'll be amazed how some ladies started off, you know, achieving 5,000 steps a day, and now they're like 17, 18, 19,000 steps a day. Okay. That's not the goal yet when we start, but I just want to give you that example, okay? And so now walking 18, 19,000 steps a day for them is nothing, okay? It's just like brushing teeth and combing hair, right? And that's what it's about, ladies. Lifestyle habits, right? Regimens, rituals, routines, lifestyle habits that we can incorporate into our life and not even notice, okay? And you'll see, you know, for the next 3 weeks, I'm very traditional and old school because in my opinion, it's the traditional and old school ways that will help us to sustain, okay, achieve healthy goals, not roller coaster goals, but healthy goals, okay, that we can just live with, right? You know, a lot of folks ask me, and yes, I'm long-winded, okay? A lot of folks ask me about my age. I mean, I'm still young or what have you, but still, when I tell everyone, hey, you know, I'm knocking on 50, all right? Everybody's like, whoa. But it's because of those lifestyle habits, rituals, and routines that I put in place in the past. Okay, and I'll talk more about this during our kickoff call, but I hope that you get the message, okay? And I hope that you get the message that it's never too late to start at any age or at any place in your life, right? The only thing that it will take is a mindset of saying, yes, I can, I am worthy of this, and I want this for me, not anyone else. God, thank you for this body. Thank you for this healthy life that you gave me, and I'm going to take care of it to the best of my ability. That's your number one goal for wanting to be healthy, fit, and well. And cute-ish, all that stuff should come secondhand. And I'll tell you why. There I go, okay? I said I was going to save it for the call, but I'm on the roll, okay? Let's say you achieve the cute goals, right? I see it all the time, okay? Achieve the cute goals, but it's not good enough for you. But then you start working on something else, okay? You kill yourself for something else, okay? And then you achieve that goal. It's not good enough for you. Then you slip into some type of depression, and guess what happens, okay? You become unhealthy, okay? And if you lost weight, maybe you'll gain it back. You see what I'm saying? So that way of thinking, you can't really sustain anything, right? So, but what I know is that you're going to slay this pump and go boot camp. This is a stepping stone for some of you, okay? The diamonds, they're already, you know, they're rocking and rolling and things of that nature, but the motivation and the inspiration, and once you feel good because you're doing something for you, child, please, okay? That attitude would transfer into other areas of your life, okay? And certain things that you used to do or certain things that used to hold you back, okay, would not mean anything to you anymore. I'm telling you some good stuff, okay? Oh, I could talk about that for 2 hours alone, but I'm not going to do that because I know you're ready for me to get to the third assignment for today. Okay, so the first one was affirmation. The second one, I wanted to explain the steps to you. All right. And the third, oh, you're going to love this one. Relax. Get your chill on. Drink your wine, okay? Your lemon drop martini. Do what you do. Relax. Congratulations to you. All right. You completed the Pump and Go onboarding week. And from what I see, you are ready. Now, let me tell you, tomorrow, because this is the last lecture of onboarding week, but tomorrow on your dashboard, you'll see the option to upload your weight and your photo. Okay, notice that I said option. All right, it depends on what your goals are. If you're just here for the workout to help you to get back in the swing of things, then hey, that's up to you. All right, but again, you'll see that on your dashboard tomorrow, and also you'll see the option to upload the measurement of your bicep, since we are pumping and go, right? And when you measure, you want your arm to stay by your side. You don't want to go up like this, okay? Allow your arm to stay by your side, okay? So I only need the right side, but if you want to do both, you can do both, okay? It's totally up to you. And let's see what else. I talked about the weight, the pictures, and the measurements, and as I said about the ratings and the other things as well, if you decide to stay with me for the long haul, this is another piece of data that we can use to measure our progress and to celebrate all of your success as we move forward. So yes, that's all I have. Pump and Go Divas, okay? I'll send out the information for Sunday's kickoff call via Zoom, all right? And then we will have our official day one on Monday. Of course, you know I'm here. If you have any questions or need clarification, no question is too small and no question is too big, okay? Reach out to me and ask away, because you know I love that kind of stuff. You know I love questions and comments and conversations and engagement and all of that, okay? Ladies, please know that the slay in me always recognizes the slay in you. Nama 2D slay, Nama 2D slay to you.